I need to know how to fix a Vizio TV that says no signal.
Pay your cable or satellite bill.
It isn't because I didn't pay my cable bill.
I'm assuming it wasn't because you forgot to reconnect the cables after moving stuff around, so it says no signal because the HDMI port you told it to use as an input has nothing in it.
I can check that the HDMI cables are all connected.
Yes, and if one of the connectors is damaged or cables frayed, replace the cables. Oh, and make sure it is plugged all the way in.
I rarely ever unplug them.
You can also test if that's the problem by switching the HDMI input. If the problem shows up for the cable box but not on Air TV, you know the problem is the connection to the cable box.
Or the cable box.
I can know if that's the case, because there is no website for Is my local phone and cable company dead?
I can still check the connections to the cable box.
Don't forget to scan for channels after you select a cable input.
That is such a common problem that they actually call for it in the user manual.
Sometimes you get a no signal error that isn't actually due to a connection, but you can reboot the TV to fix it.
I don't get how you reboot the TV aside from turn it off.
Unplug it from the wall, wait 5 minutes, plug it back in. That's a hard reboot. And if you think it is the cable box, power cycle that, too.
If anyone else tried that fix, I need to make sure the DVR and cable box have power, because the TV will say no signal if those are shut down.
There's also the possibility it says it has no signal because the power supply or main board have failed.
I can see where lack of power to the TV would prevent it from getting a signal. Why would the main board failing cause this error?
The main board of the Vizio TV is usually what processes the audio-visual inputs, so when it fails, the control board could say hey, there's no signal.
That's an expensive fix.
You can get this type of error if the HDMI ports are all broken, too.
If anyone ripped out cables hard enough to break them, I have a totally different problem.
I've heard of gaming consoles having loose HDMI ports, and you can still check the TV to see if they are snug and secure along with the cables.
Or I can wiggle the cable connectors to see if that clears the error, and if it does, have the ports fixed.
I've heard of the HDMI ports getting blown out when a power surge ran through the connectors to the ports to the TV.
If my HDMI ports blew up or burned out, the main board is likely damaged too.
At least running through all this means you won't feel like an idiot when the cable guy or TV repair guy reboots the hardware and charges you a fortune for it.